A question I've been asked a lot about SawStop saws, what's the deal with the two different brakes that you have to have? Why isn't it just one size fits all? So I've got a conventional table saw blade in here in my SawStop right now, and of course a saw and plug so I can show you some stuff. So down at the bottom of the blade, look at the proximity to the brake. SawStop recommends that's about a thickness of a nickel down there. So when I take this blade off and we look at switching to a dado head, this is all going to make sense. This, of course, is a 10-inch table saw blade. So we'll pop that off. Now if I switch to my 8-inch dado head, and I'm just going to put on the rim blade just so you can see what the diameter difference does. When the rim blade is on there and it's 8 inches instead of 10, the brake can't travel far enough to make up the difference between the radius of the 10-inch blade and the radius of the 8-inch blade. So as a result, we need to do a brake swap. And now, when I put my 8-inch blade on there, the distance from the blade to the brake is where we were at with the 10-inch blade and its appropriate brake. The other thing that's noteworthy is that the brake for the dado head is quite a bit wider, because typically dado heads are wider than conventional table saw blades. So a couple different attributes go in there. That's why we have to change those brakes when we go from a 10-inch to an 8-inch, and it's also why this brake works for an 8-inch dado head, but it wouldn't work for a 6-inch dado head, where we'd have a further reduction in the radius of the blade. And just as a little side note, this is my friend Chester, who likes living, oh, he really likes it in the table saw. And no, I don't really have rats in my saw. That was just for your viewing pleasure, because you can't take this stuff too seriously. So I hope you enjoyed that clip explaining the two different brakes, because them's the brakes about SawStop saws.